Welcome back to the CryptoTrove channel, XRP family. Well, surprise, surprise. The market is going red again. I'm sure a lot of my CryptoTrove channel viewers aren't surprised because I've been telling you guys over and over that Bitcoin isn't out of the woods yet, and this is yet another great example of that. It's clear that today is Friday. As for the CME futures, the monthly light will end today. It's clear that if you look at the spot, that will still happen on Sunday. Also, the BTC price is going up and down a lot right now, yes. You can see that the market is actually moving back down. The price of XRP is down about 5% right now to $285. The price of Bitcoin is down 2%. The market value is about $1 billion, and the trade volume is about $6.4 billion per day. Just a quick note to say that nothing on this channel is meant to be taken as financial advice. Always, as with any investment, you should do your own study before putting money into crypto. Let's talk about other things, like what we need to look at and pay attention to. There is now an 86.2% chance that rates will be lowered in September of this year, which is next week. Besides that, I can't believe it's already the last month of Q3. It's too crazy for me to understand. I also think the market will do well if rates are lowered, while it might not be the case on the day of the meeting. I think the market will actually do well leading up to it. The month of August has never really been a bullish month in the past, but this year it was a very, very bullish month generally. There was a new all-time high for Bitcoin, but I think a lot of people have already forgotten about it. No doubt that we've come a long way since then, but we need to remember the good things too. We now have an 86.2% chance that the rate will go down, which is great news when it comes to ETF flows. Again, more money comes into the funds than leaves them. About 178.9 million Bitcoins and only 39.1 million Ethereums are on the table. This is very important. It used to be that Ethereum had more money coming in than Bitcoin over the last 2 months, but that changed today. A lot of people are going to say that. Tell me what you think about that in the comments. Ripple and Circle, on the other hand, bet on Singapore to build the infrastructure for stablecoins. They want to make the market for stablecoins stronger, as reported by Asia Express via Cointelegraph magazine. In this way, you know that Ripple is investing all over the world. We are aware of this, and we know that Ripple is trying to grow around the world. This is interesting on its own, though a lot of people say that they have their own steady coin, but they're actually putting money into another company that's launching their stable coin because they want to win together and make blockchain a global hub for this technology to reach more people. They've been doing this for a while, but this is certainly interesting. What do you think about that? Tell me below. But first, let's look at what Credit Bull Crypto says. Just a quick side trip on XRP Bitcoin. This is one reason why I closed my XRP account a long time ago. If all goes well, the range lows will hold, and then we'll see the real growth go up. This means that he's looking at the XRP Bitcoin comparison and thinking that we'll touch this green zone before going up. Wow, that looks interesting. Obviously, this means that Bitcoin is going to go down a bit more. We'll see what takes place. It seems like everyone has their own way of reading the numbers. I don't really look at the Bitcoin charts that compare prices if I were buying or using leverage. If you want to trade, I'd look at that, but you guys already know that I don't like leverage dealing at all, but that is a very interesting point of view. Please tell me what you think about this below. But let's watch this video right now and see what's going on and what's being said. As for what makes XRPL unique, it's been through a lot of battles for 10 years. We've been making payments on blockchain. The network is very stable. After being used for a long time and not being hacked, it is still working at its fastest and most cost-effective levels. When it comes to use cases, having our customers right next door is a benefit because they help our payments team build infrastructure for payments, and our custody team build general blockchain infrastructure for stablecoins, and now, for Hidden Road. It seems like putting all of these pieces together would be a good way to solve the real problems in the market with Ripple. You can see Big Jazzy Cooper is pretty much saying how Ripple differentiates from its competitors. Is that they've been building for so many years and they have that expertise. The blockchain itself is very fast, very secure, and it has proven that over the course of the last decade plus. And what's another interesting thing about Ripple? And I'm not going to name any other projects that have done this in the past, but I love how Jazzy says in this update, I'm sorry, in this video, I'm not going to include the whole clip, but if you want to watch it, you guys could do so on RizXRP. He posted this. And you know what I really like about Jazz here is the question was, how do you differentiate because there's so much competition coming in? To Ripple and Jazzy says we're happy that. There's more competition, that means the blockchain industry is going to the masses. And it's like more of like a teamwork and actually like talking positively. That everyone is here to help one another, rather than working against each other. Oh, that was really nice of you. That's what Ripple has been doing since the beginning. They've been thinking together more than just being themselves, so they've been working together. And the stablecoin example I just showed you guys is one of many that we need to keep in mind. Let me know what you think in the comments. I really believe that this question was answered very well, and it makes us think about it in a new way. Please look at this. It's true that the XRP ETFs that are traded on the Toronto Stock Exchange are doing well. Are we also shocked? The people next door already have an ETF, which is crazy. I want to give a shout out to my Canadian fans who have been collecting XRP like Spot XRP. Now they can get XRP ETF in their own country, which is a huge step in the right direction. You should also know that the SEC is well aware of this particular fact. Did you know that asset managers are putting it for XRP ETFs? Plus, since we're talking about ETFs, Bloomberg reveals that 15 XRP ETFs have been filed with the SEC. Also, keep in mind that the timeline is around October. I think we're going to do something different if rates do go down in October when it comes to ETFs. I think it will happen for almost everything. I don't think it will only happen for XRP. I think it will happen for all of the ones that are still open. Also, I believe that will be crazy. A lot of people will look at these coins, but look at this, of course. We know that the US Department of Commerce has chosen the wormhole ecosystem to work with Pythonic data on-chain to put this information on the blockchain so that everyone can see it. And of course, the great thing about blockchain is that you can't change it. It's set in stone there. That's, the great thing about the blockchain. It's amazing to see how far the crypto space has come. XRPL wasn't on the list, though. And a lot of people asked why. Don't forget about Wormhole and Ripple. Interoperability is a must if you want a real mass usage. The infrastructure has to be in place for not just one chain, but all of them. The integration token, which is issued natively on the XRPL ledger, is being set up to make this possible by allowing users to move between blockchain networks. While keeping native issuance and control, we know this is going to happen. For those who are confused, we need to do our study first before saying things like why not XRP this and that. But let us check out what's going on with the power. At the moment, dominance has grown a lot. Not at all a surprise, Bitcoin is currently worth less than $109.0 at the time this change was made. When you look at it hour by hour, you can see this for yourself.